How's it going? Welcome to my video. Alright, so I want to give you guys a quick fix if you guys are stuck in this situation. I had this situation a couple of days ago. It was working fine the whole entire day, and I went to Walmart, parked my car there, went to get some stuff, came back and had this situation where I tried to turn on the car, and the car, I would hear some like flickering sounds, like rapid flickering sounds, and also the lights on my dash would just go on and off, flash on and off, flash on and off, flash on and on, and I kept on doing that for about 4 to 5 times, and it seems like the more I did it, the more it's the flickering was less and less, and the lights were still flashing, but the flickering was less and less. So there was a rapid clicking sound, like no, it wasn't crank. Sorry, crank would be the flickering sound would be it would be a flickering sound, not a crank sound. All right, it wasn't cranking. There was not a slow crank. But there was a tat 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 tat. No, that's even wrong. But it was a rapid fire sound. All right, so I was thinking to myself, you know what? I'm gonna look under the hood. All right. It wasn't cranking up. It wasn't a slow crank. It was a rapid clicking sound. Sorry guys if I'm trying to explain that a bit more, because I think I got my sounds mixed up. But anyway, this situation, I kind of knew what it was. I looked under the hood. I kind of had this situation happen a couple of times before, particularly with a battery that was on the way out. Now, this battery, I've never changed it. Haven't looked at it in a long while. And I looked at the battery and looked at the terminals, and noticed that the terminals were really dirty. There was some bluish, whitish corrosion all over the terminal. And what I did in that instance was, I mean, if it was a dead battery or a very, very weak battery, and if you guys have this situation, I'm going to tell you guys how you guys can actually try to get yourself out of this situation with this one simple trick, okay? Now, if your battery terminals, you look at your battery terminals, all right, even if they're like not really dirty, or if they are really dirty, rusted, whatever, corrosion, you guys want to just maybe loosen the battery terminals if it's not already loose. Sometimes when this happens, the battery terminals are loose to begin with. So basically, your battery terminal should be tight and clean. They should be tight and clean. So what you want to do is you want to wiggle the battery terminal. You might even want to wiggle the wire, because I've seen instances where the wire is like, it's so frayed that sometimes it doesn't it doesn't have enough connections to the terminal to actually get enough electricity to the starter. All right, and this is not a starter situation. What the sound that you're hearing, the sound that went off, not that you're hearing, the sound that I was hearing was the solenoid. All right, that normally what happens is when you try to start your vehicle. When you try to start your vehicle, the electricity goes to the relay. The relay normally will click once. All right, the relay will click once. But once it goes to the starter, what happens is it'll go to the solenoid. The solenoid will fire off electricity to the motor itself, to the starter motor. Now, if your battery had enough power to generate to get the starter motor at least turning, you'll get a slow crank. All right, that slow crank is like and you could kind of hear the engine kind of turning, but it's turning too slow and it's too weak, doesn't have enough torque. Battery doesn't give it enough torque to actually turn the motor, your starter motor, enough to actually get the engine running. So so that's that slow crank, no start issue. But what I'm trying to explain in this video is is that it's not even getting enough electricity to crank the starter motor, but it's getting enough electricity to electrify the solenoid. So what you're hearing is the solenoid going off, tapping, and I wouldn't say tapping, but it's more like a clacking sound, and it's rapid fire. All right, and 99% of the time, sometime it could be your starter motor that's broken, but 99% of the time, it's because the solenoid is firing off because it just doesn't have enough power to generate to get that starter motor started. And the reason for that is either the battery is bad, the battery is weak, or the terminals are either loose or corroded, so that not enough electricity is going from the battery to the wires to get that starter motor started. So in this case, it's absolutely a battery issue or a connection issue. Also, you guys want to look at the ground wire, a bad ground wire, corroded ground wire, a disconnected ground wire, a main disconnected ground wire, a ground wire that's frayed to the point it's almost disconnected will cause that issue because there's not enough electricity going to the starter to get it started. But in this case, if you guys have the situation, what you guys want to do is you guys want to just best case scenario is to clean up the terminals. Make sure that the wires are good. The wires that go to the terminals are good, connected. But first thing you want to do is you're going to wiggle the wire, all right, and try to get it started. Sometimes that'll work. If it's because of a corrosion issue on the terminals, if it's dirt, rust, corrosion, etc., that's causing it. If it works, then what you want to do is you want to take like a wire brush and essentially just clean up the terminal, clean up the battery terminals, clean up the cable connector, and then put it back on. And if it works after that all the time, then you're okay. However, if you do that and it's still doing the same thing, it essentially means that your battery is weak. All right, it means that your battery is weak. Now, I did that and it kept on doing the same thing as far as after cleaning it up. I was at Walmart, went and got a battery, put a battery in, connected it all together. It started up right away, just like that. Right away, without a problem, just like that. So if you guys have this issue, what you guys definitely should look at are those things that I just described. It's definitely 99% of the time, it's definitely a electrical power related issue. Sometimes it might be the starter motor that's dead, but the solenoid is good. But 99% of the time, it's actually a battery issue. All right. Hope this has helped you guys out. If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any of your own personal experiences, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. If you guys have any of your own personal experiences with this, I just said that. But if you guys have any comments at all, any questions, definitely leave a comment in the comment section. Please subscribe, please give me a thumbs up, all that good stuff. All right, guys, take care.